Today I want to share something with you where my wife and I felt like we were building an online business based on what all of the gurus said up until that point. And one specific day we realized that there was something wrong. There's something and there was no aligned with, we didn't even know what it was. Like we didn't feel happy anymore. We have been up until that point hustling and grinding for years. And we've reached a reasonable amount of success. We generated multiple six-figure a year, but the specific moment that I want to talk to you about completely changed everything, changed our dreams, changed our goals, changed our lives as well. And if you are feeling that you lack focus, conviction, drive, you don't know what to concentrate to really gaining and maintaining momentum, maybe my story can inspire you to have a look at your business and maybe change a few things. Now let's start from the beginning. Imagine 2020, January 2020, I give my resignation at work. I used to work in visual effects, super high stress career, and this is before the pandemic. We've been building our business now for a few years. We are ready, we are generating enough money for me to quit and go full on this online business with my wife. Give my resignation, I quit my job and immediately lockdown. We are in the COVID era. Now, everybody struggled because nobody's seen a pandemic before, like our generation hasn't. Frankly, for us was a brilliant moment. Yes, we were stuck in the house. Yes, we had to deal with all the problems that came with it, which weren't easy to deal with. But in terms of work, in terms of growing our online business, it was incredible because all of the people in the world were stuck at home watching YouTube videos, and we've grown a YouTube channel for the past 3-4 years. Yes, and all of a sudden we had this huge spike of views. People were subscribing and consuming our content and becoming members of our membership, which we had online, already built, already ready to go. For the whole 2020, we've been busy building, serving our audience, growing, generating revenue, making people happy, transforming lives, making it easier for people to live through COVID as well. We've received so many messages from adult dancers that discovered ballet for the first time because they got stuck at home. So that period for me and my wife was incredibly enlightening. Like it legitimized what we were doing for us and for all of our family, friends, and everybody as well that wanted to pursue a career like that in the online space. After the initial spike of 2020, we kept on going like crazy. We started hiring people. We had rotational promotions that had to go on every single month. We created complicated funnels, more products. We didn't really think about what we were doing. We were just following the trends. We were gaining more views on the channel. We directed people on our new offers and people would buy and buy again. And it was incredibly rewarding to see people buying our stuff and going frenzy on promotions. But at the same time, Alessia and I did not realize that we were stuck in our desk, in our home every day, even when after the COVID was released, even after the lockdown was released, we would still need to maintain that kind of volume to allow this momentum to keep going. And I remember still reading lots of books, listening to podcasts, audiobooks, and even signing up for masterminds. The best investments I've made in my life was signing up for Graham Cochrane's mastermind. Because I felt like I was, implementing all of the tricks in the book, all of the tactics, the marketing, the copywriting. I've learned it all. I spent years learning about how to do marketing, how to sell stuff online, and I felt like I knew almost everything. And when you know a lot, you start wondering, is that all? So I decided I need to be in a room with other people doing better than me, and what better place than a mastermind to do that? And boy, that was a great decision, because when we joined Graham Cochran Mastermind, we were in the same room with other 11 people doing 6 to 7 figure a year in different industries with a similar business model. So organically on social media, and then digital products, selling digital products. We stayed in the mastermind for about a year and something. And I remember learning a few things here and there, different tweaks on our offers, different marketing tactics that we could use and we did use and implemented. And everything worked. Everything really helped to some extent. People showing their support on what we were doing and really loved being in the same room together. But there was that feeling of, yeah, but how do I 10x this thing? Like, how do I even double it, right? And then I remember the last hot seat that we had. I presented all of our numbers, I presented all of the things that we've done, and everybody were kind of impressed, to be frank. And my question to the group was, what are we missing? What am I missing? What can I do to double this, to triple this, to quadruple this? And the answer was kind of dumb and obvious. We just needed to triple our opt-ins in order to double the revenue. And that's just an estimate. And when we heard that Graham told us, guys, if you're having this amount of opt-ins, you need to triple it in order to have all the other numbers work out, I felt like my heart sunk. I felt like I was already at 150%. I've been working at 150% to create new content, craft thumbnails that were clickable, write descriptions that were enticing, manage the team to give their best, create funnels that actually made profit, and they had all of the tricks in the books, upsell, downsell, cross-sell, whatever, we had it. Now you're asking me to triple my effort. And I looked at my wife, I looked at Alessia, and I was smiling because I didn't want to disappoint the group, but inside I was dying. Like I could not do it. When we closed the call, I remember remaining silent, and Alessia and I, we looked at each other when we stood up and we hugged. We hugged for a very long time. I didn't close my eyes. I looked at the blank wall, thinking, how are we going to do this? Now that important moment for me was to realize my dreams were crushed. My dreams were crushed, but the universe had something better for us. I didn't know at the time, but that was the outcome of it. For many months, if not for the entire year after that call, Alessia and I started arguing about many things, almost anything, a lot. Alessia wanted to get out of creating videos because what's the point? Like if we need to triple what we're doing and we're already stressed out, that's not a way to go, right? What's the point on me creating more videos? What's the point of us creating another promotion and another funnel and another product if nothing is going to help us grow? So I don't want to kill myself to just coast and see my business plateau. At the beginning, I got angry at all of these arguments. We knew how to create money from nothing. We knew how to create offers and products and how to make people happy. Just continue. Let's continue to do this, right? And Alessia couldn't take it. Thankfully, Alessia could not take it. Well, especially because she was on the spotlight. She had to dance on video, be cheerful with all the live classes. She really was involved and on the spotlight. So she got the majority of the work in terms of energy coming out of her soul. I was just behind the scene and doing all of the technical things, managing the team as well. But thankfully she said, you know, I cannot go on like this forever. Actually, I don't want to go on with this at all. And I remember me not being ready to take that pivot, because that's what it is. It was the end of the cycle. I did not realize that. But thankfully, I needed to change. If I wanted to change my relationship with Alessia, if I wanted to improve the level of fulfillment in my life, if I wanted to improve the way I lived my life, because I cannot have a house that looks like a freaking studio all the time. Yes, I work from home, but I'm never free because I'm working on this new funnel and it needs to get done immediately. Like, that wasn't a way to go anymore. And once I accepted that fully, we started putting boundaries on our business, which means we started deciding how our life was supposed to look like. Because now we know all the tricks in the books. Why can't we design a business that is around our life instead of our life being around our business? Well, the big problems to solve was, let's not make any more new videos anymore. Let's not make any more new products anymore. Let's fire the team, because I don't want to manage a team. I don't want to hire agencies. It should be as easy as running the business with just me and Alessia. And I don't want to do complicated funnels anymore. I want things to feel and be simple to manage. I want to get rid of all the software. I just want to keep the essential, and I want everything to be streamlined. I want to have lots of free time for myself. I don't want to do a lot of things that I don't want to do. So basically, I want my life to feel in flow. How do we do that? And I tell you, for the past year or so, we've been in a process of trying to accomplish all of this, and I think we are getting there. So first of all, we looked at our business and we looked at all of the offers that we had. We had so many low ticket products that we didn't know how to market them properly because there were so many, and our marketing effort, our energy was spread across multiple things. So after a lot of debate about all of these multiple products we created in the past, we decided to kill almost every product that we created and keep one core product that became our North Star. And we decided that everything else could have been sold on a back end via email automation or whatever way we wanted at the time. But this way would be simpler for us to just promote one thing and let the automation do the rest. Then we decided, let's not do more videos anymore. Let's curate all the videos as we've done, just record a few bits and pieces to connect them all together, and that will be it. You will still deliver value to our audience. You will still be found and discovered by new people, but without having to reinvent the wheel every single week. Also, we didn't want to create more funnels. So the landing pages, we stopped doing the landing pages. It would be just the same one with one opt-in and one landing page for the one product that we had. We went through iterations over iterations of these types of tweaks on our business, and now when we talk about what fires us up, what gets us in the morning excited about what we're doing, it's not anymore what we used to back in 2020. It's not that. We decided that this cycle of life was closed. We are keeping the dancing business alive, but because I have a passion for helping people navigate these changes and make them achieve the life they want by simplifying their business, when I get to coach people on how to have an honest look at their business, design the life they wanted, and then tweak their business so that it can fuel that life. That's, I think, what is my purpose. And since we've done it for ourselves, and now we feel like we are finally finding the right flow, because we realized we don't grow from pain. We grow from excitement and energy, right? And this has been so difficult to understand from the past years because we were too busy trying to figure out the how and the what without thinking about our life, the who, us. We matter. And if you put enough boundaries to your business, if you grow and you decide what type of life you want to live, magical things happen because your brain is just a manifestation machine. We need to tell it what we want first, not later. Then you'll find ways to get you there, assuming you have the tools, the character traits, the skills. And we've had the skills and the character traits and all of that because we've been working on this for years. It was just a matter of changing our beliefs on what was possible and how. And if you feel like you're not in alignment anymore, like I can relate to that feeling because we've been there. And if you are still stuck in the grinding and hustling in the hope that one day everything will double, triple, quadruple, maybe one day you will relax. Unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think if you keep on going against the current, the universe is going to increase the volume of the current until you understand that something's got to change. This has been for us an incredible wake-up call. we spent so much money in coaching and 15 grand a year for being part of a mastermind. And the biggest takeaway was that we were in the wrong vehicle. And it was totally worth the money, because when you understand that you can invest in yourself and you're not gonna get a direct ROI, you're gonna have insights and breakthroughs. That's where the value is. And for us, the value was understanding we come first. Our audience is important, our product, our mission is important, but we come first. And we need to design a life that we will be able to sustain long term, but it's also going to be rewarding, extremely profitable, so you don't have to renounce to anything. You just have to define what kind of life do you want to live, right? This is being like the most stupid thing that nobody told us. Well, do you actually know what you want? Everybody is speaking about goals, but when was the last time you set your goals? Now I don't even set goals anymore. I'm like, these are my standards. You are never there. I reached my goals that I set back in 2020. Now I just want standards. I want to feel a certain way every day. I want to be able to feel fulfilled every day. I want to charge as much as I feel is right for me to be able to serve at the highest level. Now, when you start thinking this way, your life changes. You got to be brave enough to embrace that feeling. But the first step is realizing that maybe you're stuck in a wrong model, maybe you're stuck in a wrong vehicle, and something's got to change. I really hope you're going to look at your business and your life as it is right now, because what you want is probably not going to be achieved by doing the same thing over and over again until you break. Let's create something that is sustainable, fulfilling, enjoyable, and fun right now, so that you can keep on doing what you're doing in the future and come from a place of love, energy, and radiance, rather than struggle, pain, and frustration and fear. And it feels good to say all of this, because this was literally us for the past 2 years. And it's feeling so much more refreshing to now speak about business in these terms, because I'm sure we're not the only ones in this situation. And I really hope this will inspire you today to really have a hard look in the mirror and see what you're building and what you want to build for yourself, your family, your friends, your whole life in the future. Speaking of simplifying and moving forward with a business that is more fulfilling and easier to manage with just 1 or 2 people, there is an incredible and powerful way to create offers. They're not disjointed from each other and they're easy to manage. They're called proximity offers. If you have no idea what they are, I made a video where I explain exactly how you can craft one for your business. This is the video you should watch right now and implement.